Manx Radio Podcasts, powered by Shore.
Women Today, brought to you by citywing.com for your next flight away.
Sound of Christy de Haven's fingernails.
Christy de Scissorhands, Death Espy.
Yes. I wish we'd thought of that, actually. Death Espy would have been a good name.
It would.
Yeah.
Well, we've said it now.
We've said it
Happy
now.
up, Johnny. Fella.
It's Monday. It is Hop Tuné, and we have been joined live on the show this afternoon by Maddie, who is a professional psychic paranormal investigator. And Maddie, we've been talking a little bit about the history of Hop Tuné, the rituals, what it all symbolises.
What does Hop Tuné mean?
Oh, this is the night.
There you go. So this is the night.
The night.
And you know, it is still something that's absolutely fascinating for so many people. Why are we so obsessed with this time of year?
I think that I think it's almost genetic. I think that because we as a race of people have been celebrating on this night for over 2,000 years, and although it has developed and it has evolved and it has become a lot of different things, we've still done it on this night for 2,000 years. So I think it's just genetic. I think it's just, and I'm sure it'll continue to evolve, and I'm sure that in 100, 150 years time, people will be sitting and they'll be calling it something completely different, but they'll still be celebrating because that's how important it is.
And isn't it partly maybe because it's that whole sort of the unexplained, and we like to be scared, and also it's that idea of the afterlife, and it's that one thing, as we kind of mentioned briefly earlier in the show, that we don't know what happens when we die, and so it's that whole thing of, ooh, what's it all mean? And there's that sort of fascination maybe as well.
I think so, and I think that originally it was an opportunity for people to acknowledge their loved ones that had passed, to be able to celebrate for them, to be able to people would put candles out and candles on the roads, and that's where the lanterns originally came from as well. It was originally about showing their loved ones how to find their way to heaven, to find their way to the light. And then again later on, the turnips with the horrible faces, it then kind of progressed to become something quite scary, to scare the dead away.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, it's always been a night to celebrate those that have passed before, to acknowledge our loved ones, to acknowledge those that we've lost.
Do you know, Maddie, what does happen when we die?
Having never been there, thankfully, she says, touching wood, I haven't just jinxed myself. Working with spirit and having a fascination for that whole question, I think that when you work with spirit, you do get a fascination for that. So I have had several conversations with people that have had NDEs, near-death experiences. And when you have, and I've read a lot of books and done a lot of research as well, so you have all of these people that are telling you that they have experienced exactly the same thing. That when they've passed, those that have passed before them have come to meet them, that they felt this love, that they've gone towards this light, that they've just felt warmth and love. And certainly as far as spirit is concerned, and the knowledge that I've gained over the years working with spirit, we leave our earthly emotions behind. And we go through our life's journey where we need to take responsibility for our words, deeds and actions during our lifetime. For most people, that's not a difficult journey. But for some people, that can be a very, very difficult journey and can take a long time. Reap as you sow.
Isn't it just a question you could ask a spirit, though? I suppose it's because we are, I would probably, speaking from my own experience here, looking for that reassurance that it is actually okay.
And in my experience, and certainly with my dealings with spirit, and again with the research that I've made with automatic writings from White Eagle and White Feather and these guys that come back to give us the knowledge that we need. From my perspective, we pass to a place that is full of love, that we're reunited with those that have passed before, with those that we love, that we're surrounded by love, light and healing, that we can revisit and look over those that we've left behind. I have absolutely no doubts. I can't have any doubts, because I would not be able to do what I do if I had any doubts at all. My faith is unquestionable. So I feel, and all I can say to people is it's about faith, and it's about having that knowledge that when we pass, we do pass to a better place, that we are met by those that we love, and that we do continue to progress and grow.
Is that place heaven?
I think that heaven is a word that was created by us. I tend to work with the yin and yang of the universe, light and shadow. There has to be balance in all things. Without light, there would be no shadow. Without shadow, there would be no need for light. So for me, heaven, hell, these are man-made, created places. For me, it's about energy. And that energy all comes from the same source. Call it what you will, but yes.
And are you scared of the shadow?
No.
Why?
Because I think fear is our own worst enemy. And somebody mentioned earlier in one of the messages about fear and flight. You know, when you're dealing with spirit, you're dealing with people. And if you're dealing with someone that's become earthbound and they have become a little bit dark and they have held on to those earthly emotions and they are aggressive or they're angry or they have this hatred, they're just people. They might not be very happy people, but they are just people. And I don't think they need to be feared. I think they need to be acknowledged, and they need to be helped, and they need to be listened to.
Maddie, it has been fascinating having you on the show today. Please do come back again. We might join you on one of your investigations one day. Maybe Christy can go.
I'll go.
Don't sit in the slow lane. Join the fast lane right now with Shaw's all-new Superfast Plus broadband. Enjoy more bandwidth, amazing speeds and the best value on the island from just £23.95 per month. So don't be left behind. Get a piece of the high-speed action with Superfast Plus broadband from Shaw. For details, visit our stores in Douglas, Ramsey and Port Erin or click shaw.com. Love being Shaw. Terms and conditions apply.